because it's a bank holiday Sunday here in Ireland, and wherever you're watching around the world, this is what a lot of people are eating in Ireland today, and indeed every Sunday, because it's absolutely delicious. But it's a hard one to film for you guys, because if we were to do a live of a bacon and cabbage, we'd be probably live for about 6 hours. Because earlier on today, I boiled up the ham and just two beautiful pieces of bacon I got in the supermarket. I popped it into a pot of water, brought that to the boil with one onion and some peppercorns. You can throw in cloves too. I like to throw in a spoonful of mustard, because mustard goes with bacon really delicious. Cook that for about 2 hours. We like our ham shredded, so it breaks up into beautiful, beautiful meat. Throw a couple of carrots in there at the end as well, because that's the colour of the Irish flag, isn't it? Green, white and orange. So we're going to set that aside. And now it's time for the finishing touches of a bacon and cabbage. The spuds are on here. I've got 2 big potatoes for 2 hungry bellies, just steaming away. Now, normally I would mash them, but because it's Sunday, I'm trying to take it easy. So I just chop them up and steam them there. Easy peasy. It's the butter that makes it anyway in the end. So now I'm going to get the cabbage on. To me, this is the most important part of the dish. And I got a great tip off an old chef friend of mine about how to cook cabbage. I used to steam it, but it comes out kind of slimy and kind of weird. So he suggested I do it this way, and I haven't done it any other way since. Butter, Irish butter, the caviar of my country. There we go, loads of butter into the pan. That's the key to the tastiest cabbage going. And you just let that kind of cook down a tiny bit. Not too much, because you don't want it to turn into brown butter or anything like that. And around now you can actually throw in the cabbage. This is a Irish cabbage. You can use Savoy cabbage, you can use any cabbage you like indeed. Because it's going to fry in the pan, but kind of steam as well when I put the lid on. And it looks like an awful lot, but it does cook down. Chopped that up earlier on and gave it a good rinse. So you pack the pan, there's loads of room. If you stuff it in, don't worry about it, because you're going to cover that with a lid now, and that will cook down really, really quickly. So you get all your cabbage in. Look out for some hard bits, you don't want them in there. They take too long to cook. I mean, they're fine. And we're going to cover that and bring the heat up and let that just, you'll see that slowly cook down. And you're going to have a load of cabbage. It'll be enough for 2 people, believe it or not. Well, 2 Irish people. And here is the stock from the bacon earlier on that I had in the pot. Now, we cooked the 2 pieces of bacon for about 2.5 hours and let it rest then before we just kind of broke it up. We like it stringy. You can cook it less and you can slice it real nice and neat and like rashers, but I don't like it like that. I like it like this. And also a lot of Irish people will have their bacon and cabbage with white sauce. I don't do that either, so you can find that somewhere else on YouTube. It's quite nice, but the way I was raised, my mum would do it with just loads of butter. Her answer to every question was butter. How are you? Butter. And and it became an addiction in my life. So the cabbage is on, the spuds are steaming away, and you got your little bit of ham stock there. I'll show you what to do with that a little later on. It goes into the cabbage and it gives it a lovely flavour. There's no point in throwing it all away, because that thing is packed with flavour. Like I said, I threw in an onion, some black peppercorns and a couple of carrots and the ham itself, so it's a lovely flavour. I keep calling it ham, but it's bacon. You know what I mean, okay? I'm sure our American friends will tell us which cut they use. In the States, they think we eat a lot of corned beef in Ireland. We don't. This is what we eat. Bacon and cabbage. So we're going to let that cook down and wait for our spuds. Hear that sizzle? I'm just going to move it around as best I can. It does smell a little bit. You know that cabbage smell? That's the way most houses smell in Ireland at the weekend. We do eat a lot of this stuff. Well, I do anyway. There's always a bit of rogue cabbage going around there. Just throw it out. And now you can put in black pepper. The more the better. This is a battery operated pepper grinder, as you can probably tell. I prefer the wooden ones, but it broke on me. And this is the one I have. And I do love it, I have to say. I just hate having to replace the battery. See what happens? So annoying. Throw in as much black pepper as you like. The more the better, as far as I'm concerned. Throwing a little salt. This is only the first dosing of black pepper. As long as the batteries will take me. Nightmare. Oh, come on. Wakey, wakey. There we go. Struggling like myself. That's how I feel today. No, I'll just cover that for a little bit. I'm going to find a better battery. Stay with us. Okay, we're back. Oh yeah, that's better. You're probably wondering if I'm going to put salt in. And I might at the end, but I probably won't need it because the ham stock is quite salty. This pork is salty. So we'll see. And there's also salt in the butter. So no need. Okay, gonna give that a little stir now. See, slowly cooking down and losing a lot of volume, which is what we want. Do you know what? You can put in more butter if you want. I might just do that myself. Because butter and cabbage is a marriage made in heaven. More pepper. And if you're watching me cook cabbage, fair play to you. I hope it's entertaining. Bit more butter, because why not?
Wow.
Makes everything better. Okay, I'm just going to cover that again.
Is that for the spuds?
Whatever the spuds. Let's check in our cabbage. Beautiful. See how it's losing a lot of volume, which is exactly what we want. See, there's a hard bit. Keep an eye out for them. I mean, they're perfectly edible, but sometimes they're not that pleasant. Look at this. I love cabbage. I think it's my favourite vegetable. And underused and underappreciated. So at this stage, I'm going to throw in a little bit of that beautiful ham stock. Maybe just throw it around a little bit, because that's where all the flavour is. And help steam the cabbage as well. About 2 ladles or so. And then recover. We're back. Quick check the spuds. They are just about ready. Perfect. Perfection. black pepper. You're probably thinking to yourself back home, that's a hell of a lot of black pepper, and it is, but it works, trust me. Don't ever be shy about the amount of black pepper you put on cabbage. They go together so wonderfully, and it's delicious. And I can guarantee you when I sit down to eat this myself, I'll bring the black pepper with me because I'll always have a little bit more. It gives it a beautiful flavour. So the spuds are done, we're just waiting on the cabbage. I think we're done with the stock as well, so I'm going to move that back.
We don't need that anymore?
Not for this, no, but I'm going to keep it because what you can do with that is you can throw in some of your leftover ham and some frozen peas and bring it up to a lovely little boil, and you get a kind of like a quick ham and pea soup. It's delicious. It's full of flavour and full of goodness. Don't ever throw out stock. It's always handy for things, and you can freeze it. So if you're ever making I don't know, some pasta or something like that, it's always handy to have a bit of stock depending on the sauce you're trying to do. Or even just cooking, you know. You can boil, a lot of people boil their cabbage and potatoes in the ham stock, which is a great idea actually. You know, it saves a lot of energy and an awful lot of washing up. But I don't do that because I'm a sucker for washing up. I love standing at a sink washing up. Yeah, look at that. I'm nearly there on the cabbage. I'm going to give it a little taste in a second and see if it needs a bit of salt. It normally doesn't, but you never know. It's important to taste your food as you go along. Beautiful. Glossy. Gorgeous. Let's see.
Gorgeous.
Salt, no problem.
Gorgeous.
A bit of salt won't do any harm. And a bit of pepper.
More.
More pepper. Told you. Don't be shy. Okay, we'll cover that. We're ready to plate up.
And that's very healthy meal, right?
It's very healthy. I mean, apart from all the butter.
But the butter is good for you.
Butter's good for you in moderation, but we don't understand. we don't really understand that word in this house. So the spuds are done, they're steamed perfectly. Look at them. Look at those beauties. Plain Irish white potatoes. You cannot go wrong. So I'm going to remove this and just give that a little, dry them out a little bit. They're being dried. Looks
Beautiful.
stunning dinner.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, that's the spuds dried out. I need that cabbage there for a second. It's time to plate up.
Should we move there?
Yeah, move over here.
Just moving the camera.
Okie dokie. So we'll get the spuds on the plate first. Lovely, nice and hot. Great friends with butter, which we're going to introduce right now. So that butter is going to melt lovely into those spuds.
We love butter.
We love butter. So that's into the mashed potatoes. beautiful ham. There we go.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. So I'll just plate our ham up. Take as much as you want.
I want extra ham.
Of course you do. The girl holding the camera just loves protein. As much of it as you can possibly get.
I love meat.
I know, and my bank account is feeling it. Okay. A couple of carrots. Don't normally have them, but I had carrots in the fridge, so I said I might as well use them. It'd be a waste not to. It'd be a crime not to. And finally, the cabbage. It's hot, so just give me a second. Okay. Look at that. Stunning. Okay.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Perfect. I like it now. It's got a bit of a bite to it. When I used to steam it, it used to go real flat and soggy, but this still al dente, as the Italians would say. Now, loads of cabbage for the lady. Beautiful. Flavour bomb. Giant dinner. And as Irish as it gets. Bacon and cabbage, everybody.
More black peppers.
Sure, why not? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see our shorter reels, go to GZ Cooking on Instagram and give us a follow there. Ciao.